Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
You realize that, I mean, this isn't like Target where you buy something, you don't like it, you could return it, right? Once you plead guilty, I mean, you waive the right to appeal. So that means once you plead guilty, you can never come back and take it off and say, you know what, I changed my mind, I had buyer's remorse. No, there's no buyer's remorse here. This is a lifetime decision. Once you plead, that's it.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
You must also be aware that this carries now a mandatory minimum of 90 days in jail. Anything you pick up from now on, it's in here, a misdemeanor court, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail.
Understand.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Is weapons going to be forfeit, I would imagine?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. We're doing what's essentially called time served. We're giving you credit for the time that you've served. You're walking out of here today. The bad part about it is that it'll end up on your record.
Yes, sir.
You know, the other option you may have is to do a probation where if you complete it successfully, it doesn't end up as a conviction on your record. But the problem is you got to stay clean for quite a bit of time. And if that's not a possibility,
No problem, but yes, sir.
Did you want to do this care bond and then we can come back and recommendation?
you can do whatever you want to do, you know?
I mean, we can approach the judge. I don't know what you require to come to you with an agreed recommendation. The state's offering time served. They're not willing to offer deferred at this point. No, Judge.
Because you also got charged with the felony, they're not offering the probation. They've offered the time served, and I don't know if they're going to allow them to go without an agreed rec, meaning allow me to punish you and then put you on probation. I don't know.
I can certainly chat with them briefly if that's something that if they're willing to do, we can.
It's a,
He's already going to be supervised by probation for his PTI on the felony. So yeah, it's just a matter of whether the state's willing to waive their right to allow us to come to you.
you like to do. You just want to get this over with?
Yes. No.
No, I believe him when he says he just wants to get this over with. Yes, I feel like that's kind of what he wants, but you want me to explore that option briefly? I'm still
Yes,
here.
please.
Okay. Maybe.
Would you be willing to go out without an agreed rec on the,
No, Judge, not for this defendant. He's got a very serious juvenile ag assault SPI case and. multiple PTIs. I'm not willing to do anything but attach it.
well, I don't see all these things. What happened with that?
He got a probation.
Is he still on probation for that?
No, Judge, but he's gotten scot-free on every criminal case that he's ever gotten, and he needs to answer for something today.
Do you see what's going on?
Yes, sir.
The more cases you pick up, the worse it gets. And the problem is that when you start picking up cases, you know, when you're juvenile, when you turn an adult, for all intents and purposes, it's basically sealed, right?
Yes, sir.
Public is not gonna 9 times out of 10 be able to see it, but now you're an adult. The more cases you pick up, the more unemployable you get. The older you get, the bigger, fatter, uglier, hairier, you lose hair. Just life doesn't get easier. Life gets more difficult the older you get. And the more convictions you get, the more unemployable you become because employers don't want people with a ton of stuff on their record.
Yes, sir.
If you don't believe me, walk out there and ask everyone out there. It's not. All right, you're giving up a lot of rights by entering this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. You can never change this.
Sir, I
You
understand.
understand?
Sir.
Your only other option at this point is to set up a trial. So this is what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you plead to the offense, sir?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 12 you've done. The weapon will be forfeited, so you're not going to get it back.
Understand.
Stuff the right way.
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, I would
Thank you.
ask if the courthouse can run
Yes,
concurrently.
course.
Thank you. Judge.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, all right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in and helping. Anna.